Hello, this is just a quick video on which heads to use, tips, however you want to call them. On the video on the procedure, I do mention these numbers here and these numbers here. So in step one, obviously we want to cleanse the skin. First of all, I'll just cleanse it any way, say any way you wish. Obviously as in like a normal skin regime. However, I tend to do a few little stages. So depending on what machine you've got, again, different numbers. They might not actually have numbers. This machine does. So I've got a number 1. Oops, sorry, that way. Number 1. And a number 4. Where are we? There we go. They are basically the same head apart from one's smaller and one's bigger. So again, use a smaller one around the nose area and eyes especially, and that the big one could be used for the rest of the face. With number 1 and 4, I use this when I'm using the water only in the machine. I'm not actually using a product, so the water, all I'm doing is I'm cleaning the skin. Sorry, I know you can't really see these, but they're there. So 1 and 4, I use water. Remember the setting on the machine, you've got to click the blue button, and this is for cleaning. Okay, the next part, right, again, this depends on what machine you've got. Some come as like a plastic, it looks a bit more spiky, if that's the right word to use, and that is a number 6. And this is more the dermabrasion. However, this is actually from a microdermabrasion machine, so ignore this exact one. However, you'll find that a lot of your machines have got the dermabrasion inside one of the plastic bits, which is absolutely fine to use. Again, just be careful on the settings you use on the machine, because especially with this, you don't want the suction to be so hard on the skin, it'll bruise the skin. So again, always just test it. You can test it on the back of your finger to feel the suction. Again, try a little area on the client, but again, please be careful on this part, because you shouldn't be bruising the skin at all. You've put the suction far too high. So yeah, that's number 6 on this one. So there's either the plastic one or the actual dermabrasion that will go inside here. So this is actually the full-on blackhead removal. So blackhead removal. And this part can be a little bit more intense. Again, lower settings, especially for sensitive skin. If someone's got very sensitive skin, I'd go for the plastic one. However, I do find that you do get better results with the dermabrasion part. Okay, then we jump on to the actual products we want to pop back into the skin. And the numbers used are 2, 3 and 4. And these are all really basically the same. Apart from they are just different sizes. So again, the bigger the head, the more products or more water, if you're using these ones. So the more products that's going to come out. And then obviously the smaller one, that's around the nose area. There is a medium one, but I do tend to use the large on the cheek areas. Again, it depends how big the face is. But yeah, I'd use the nose one because it can be a bit tricky going around. So 2, 3 and 4 heads are used for products. And that's when you're using the different parts of the machines. So a lot of them will have 3 parts, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. They're all called different things, but as long as you use the correct product for the correct skin type when it comes to this bit. And then after all that, then you go into obviously the rest of your treatments. But that is the standard dermabrasion or hydrofacial. And then the other parts, as in like the skin scrubber, the RF and the cooling head, that's all like a little add-on with that machine. So you can either charge someone for just this or the full package, as in the full machine.